In this video, guys, I'm going to talk about what I think is the fastest way for you to start making sales, either on Redbubble or on any print-on-demand platform. Watch to the end to see a blueprint that shows you how you can build an independent brand to make more money from your art. And we start now. Sanbonani, and that means hello in my language. My name is Tabang Mkonazi, and I am a multimedia designer. Guys, I'm quite new to the print-on-demand game. I was inspired by this lady. Her name is Alexandra Strambo. Guys, I hope I did not butcher her surname, right? But I just love her transparency, right? She shares a journey. I'm going to leave a link in the description so you can definitely go and check out the content, because I think if you're interested in the print-on-demand space, it's definitely going to help you, right? But, I watched a couple of her videos and I joined Redbubble specifically. Now I'm on 3 of these platforms. And, as I've been there, I'm realizing gaps and opportunities, right? Things that I was not paying attention to. And I definitely think that, this piece of advice is definitely going to be valuable for anyone who might be new to the print-on-demand space, right? I just think that the market is oversaturated because a lot of people are going to these platforms. So what is it that you can do to stand out or to start making sales? It's no secret that volume counts on these platforms, right? The more content, the more designs you upload, the better your chances, right? And so the best way that I think you can start growing or, gaining sales on these platforms is through collaborations. I think collaborating with other artists is a sure way for you to grow on this platform. Because look at it this way, if it's just you, right, it's going to take you time to come up with designs. Yes, you can go to Fiverr and pay someone, but you're going to spend money and you're going to end up losing, a bit of money before you start seeing sales. But if you collaborate with other artists, and I don't mean that artists that might be already on Redbubble, right? It could be anyone, art school students, university students, artistic people that right? Individuals. So I think that if you found people that you can collaborate with, you stand a better chance of making more sales quicker. Now, what are the disadvantages, right? What are the cons of, collaborating with others? Obviously, you're going to have to share the profits, right? That's a big disadvantage. But if you look at it from this perspective, that, the more items, right, the more designs you upload, the more profit you make. Let me just, I used to love maths when I was in high school, right? So let's just get to the numbers. Let's say there's 10 of you, right, who decide to collaborate together on let's say Redbubble. But that you can take those same designs and upload them on any other print-on-demand platform, and that increases your chances of making sales. But let's just say there was 10 of you guys who decide to collaborate, right? Maybe one of you is a photographer, maybe one of you is a hand lettering artist, maybe another is a digital designer or digital illustrator, right? Maybe one is a painter, maybe one is a visual artist, right? People who are gifted in different art forms, and you come together and you collaborate. Now, what will happen is the volume of your work, right, will be that much higher. Let's say you decide that, okay, each and every month, each of the 10 of you will come with 10 designs. So that means in 1 month, you guys have 100 designs, right? Take that to 10 months. In 10 months' time, you guys would be having, 1,000 designs, right? And on Redbubble, one design can go to up to 80-something items that can be sold. Just imagine having 1,000 designs. And guys, I'm going to, just jump to my screen and show you exactly what I'm talking about. I think that volume matters, right? So I'm going to go to Alexandra Strambo's page. And we're just going to, break it down, when she joined the platform and things of that nature, right? Because I really think that she's a great example for anyone who's new to the print-on-demand space. Right, and I just want you guys to focus on the importance of volume. The more designs you upload, you increase your chances of making sales. And so even if there might be 10 of you who are collaborating together, but within a year, right, if you take this seriously, and each of which I think, man, is doable. I think it's it's pretty easy. 10 designs per individual from 10 people, and that gives you guys 100 designs per month. I think it's doable, right? Let's look at Alexandra's profile. Guys, as I said, that Alexandra is the one that inspired me to get into the print on demand space, because as a creative, I was looking for ways to monetize my talents, right? And so I found one of her videos, and I subscribed to her channel. I just think that she's great. I'll leave the link to her channel below so you guys can go and subscribe. But let's look at the importance of volume. Alexandra has 88 designs, and she joined the platform in 2016, right? 88 designs. She joined in 2016. Cool. She's already making $1,000 per month. She shared that information on this video, right, which I'll also leave on the link on the description below. She only has 88 items and she's making $1,000 already. Now, granted, she might have, an early mover's advantage since she joined the platform early. But for guys that are new to the print on demand space, that is why I think that collaborating with other artists is the fastest way for you to start growing. I really think so, right? Because if you can have 100 designs in 1 month, you already have more than what Alexandra has, right? And she's making good income, man. I mean, where were you going to get $1,000? And for me, I'm based in South Africa. And so that amounts to something like, 17,000 rands. That wouldn't be bad to share between 10 people, right? Each person would be getting something like, $1,700 per month, right? Now, just imagine, over a period of time, how that would accumulate into more profit. So even though you may be many, but like over, when you look at it from a perspective of, the long term, when you look at it from that perspective, you stand to make quite good money. Because if you can have 500 designs, just imagine how much money you could be making. Now, granted, not every design is going to sell, right? That is obvious. So definitely, one of the disadvantages of this approach is that you might have to share the profits. You will have to share the profits. You'll figure ways out of doing it. But I just think that if you collaborate with other artists, which is something that I'm looking at doing, right? I have access to some of the best talent from the University of Johannesburg. Guys that are my friends, guys that are passionate about what they do, and I'm looking for them, right? Like I'm looking for a few of them so that we can collaborate and, come to these platforms and start killing it. Because I think there's an opportunity for us as creatives to make money on print on demand. But she has 88 designs and she's already making $1,000. Just imagine how much she'd be making if she had like 500 designs or 1,000 designs or 2,000 designs. How much more would she be making? Now, as a group of people, you stand a better chance of having more designs, right? Volume is key in these platforms. And so if there's 10 of you and each of you contributes 10 designs, that means you've got 1,200 designs in 12 months. And those designs are still going to make you money even the next year and that year and that year. It creates an opportunity for passive income. And so I just think that it just makes sense to collaborate so that you can have, as much volume as possible and increase your chances of making sales quickly, right? And then, there's a blueprint that I loved on Redbubble. Like I was looking at this particular channel. It's 83 oranges. They joined in 2014. Guys, I can't stress enough how much I loved this page, right? I looked at the volume of designs and I'm like, man, they have like close to 2,100 designs on the platform. Guys, that is a lot of designs, right? If Alexandra is making $1,000 with just 88 designs, how much do you think these guys are making? right? Or, if it's an individual, all the better, because, she's keeping all the profit. Right. Artist Uma Gokale. Guys, I'm not good with names, so forgive me if I'm butchering this name as well. But her name is Uma Gokale, right? You can go and check her out. I'll also leave a link in the description below for those of you that are interested in looking at her work and maybe buying something from them, guys, because I just think that these guys are killing it and they're doing a great job, and they inspired me to create this video. But guys, she has over 2,000 designs. If Alexandra is making $1,000 with 88 designs, suffice to say, man, I think that, they're probably making way over $25,000 per month. Granted, they've been on the platform since 2014, so they might have an early mover's advantage. But my point to you guys is that if you collaborate together, right, if you work with a group of guys, you can start making sales quickly. Now, guys, I also went and looked at their website, right? Also went to the website and looked at, their online store. She's selling art not only on the print-on-demand spaces, but she has her own online store where she sells her art, which I think is a smart move. Now, guys, I have an idea that I think is going to work for, guys that are interested in collaborating with each other. And guys, as I said, it doesn't have to be with, established artists or, big people. You can work with local art schools, right? High schools that teach art, university students, right? Like, you can work with whoever you want to work with who's a creative, right? You might have to handle the uploads. You might have to, just make sure that the uploads are customized properly, right? But, if you collaborate with those guys, you stand a better chance of making more money, essentially. So, I just love the fact that she also went and created her own online store where she sells her art, man. You can look at these, right? She has over 2,000 designs. Just imagine how much she's making off of this store, right? So, guys, I just think that, collaborating with other artists is the fastest way to grow, and it has many opportunities. Let me just paint this picture for you guys. Let's say you decide to collaborate and there's just 10 of you guys, and you start making sales on Redbubble and on Teespring and on TeePublic and on Match by Amazon and all these platforms. There's an income that you start getting, right? You start getting sales. I think that you can expand that. You can create your own social media page, or pages for that matter, right? Where, if you have 100 designs every month, that gives you, plus minus 4 designs per day, which you can upload on these platforms. Now, consistency and volume is key. And so if you're going to upload content every day on any platform, definitely you're guaranteed to grow, right? You're going to experience some growth on these social media platforms. And so you start with these, print-on-demand platforms, right? Like Redbubble and Teespring and the rest, and Printful and all the other ones. And then you start building your own brand. You start with, print-on-demand, you build your own brand, you build your own social media following, you just start there. Right, and as the sales are coming in, you can expand because you have content. 100 designs per month, that's a lot, right? Which you can share on, your social media platform. And then once you start making profit from, the print-on-demand platforms, you guys can create your own e-commerce store, just like, 83 Oranges did. I think this is a great blueprint for us to follow. Once you have your own social media following, you have an audience, you have a group of guys that are following you, you build your own online store. The mere fact is that you don't need, or you didn't need capital to start that online store, because you're going to use the sales that come from Redbubble, from Printful, from Etsy, from wherever you choose to host your designs. Now, you build your online store, And here's where I think you can build a brand. Once you have your own e-commerce store, you start creating content. You have 10 artists that are working together. You can then create content, right? Have one artist showcase their process, how they come up with these designs, their inspiration, and things of that nature, right? Profile those artists and create content. And then you can use that content to market your new brand on social media, right? I think there's plenty of opportunities here, guys. I think you can start from print on demand, right? Collaborate, maybe 10 of you. Guys, this is a strategy that I'm looking at implementing, right? But I just thought that it would be good for me to share it with you, right? So that, maybe, a few of you can take it and use it, right? And see if it works for you. If it helps you, then I'm happy, right? Because that's the main reason that I chose to make this video, because I thought this would be a great opportunity for you guys to look at. But I really do believe that you can build a brand if, as artists, right, of different disciplines, you come together, you start creating, you take this thing seriously, you remain consistent, you increase your volume, you post consistently on a monthly basis, right? 100 designs per month, 1,000 designs in 10 months. I think you will then start seeing sales. From there, you can move and build your own brand. Start your own social media page, create your own online store, create content where you profile your artists, right? And use that content to market yourselves on social media. You can even start a YouTube channel and monetize it. But I just think, guys, that this would be a great strategy, right? A great strategy for you to start something great, right? I just love being in a community of creatives, and I love collaborating with other creatives, right? I hope to see empires being born from this video. Guys, I know that, right, it's just an idea for now, right? And it's something that I'm pursuing. But I just think that, I know it's short-sighted and there are things that I might not have covered. Things like, legal issues and contracts and things of that nature. But I just think that if you wait too long on an idea, you end up not doing anything, right? I think it's best rather to start, take action, and see if you get any positive results, and then just take it from there. I think if we start now and worry about, things that might distract us later, it's better to start now and see results, and then we'll worry about legal issues and, other things you might have ignored. But I just hope that this video inspired you guys to go out there, collaborate, and hopefully that brings you guys sales, right? I'm going to use this strategy myself, and, I'm going to come back, hopefully in a few months from now with, good news on how I've done. If you found value in this video, please subscribe to the channel. Plenty content is coming. And just tell me, guys, do you think this is a good idea? And what do you think are some of the things that I might have ignored? What do you think the shortcomings of this strategy? I just thought I'd share my thoughts, and I'd like to hear from you, right? Comment down below, and let's just chat about it and see how far we can take this idea. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.